win giveaways and see our special guest who will be joining us in just less than 10 minutes. So guys, are you ready? Let me know in the comments. All right, let me see who was the first one to show up today. And let's see what is going on in the chat. Now guys, a little bit about the tattoos. Let me explain. So use the code BLADYLIFE5 for extra 5% off on all of the products. And it's live exclusive. It has live in it. Plus, Elite 100 V2 is only $379 with the code BLADYLIFE5. Now, attention, it expires in 2 days. And I want to say hi to Perry, Vici, Derek, Christopher, and Glenn, and again, Perry, and Happy Maddie, and Tony, and Happy Camper, and Andrew, and Holiday Mail. Guys, welcome to the show. Good to see you. We have Bloody Official replying to your guys' questions. And we also have our moderator, Josh, in the chat who will be also helping out with your guys' question. So let's kick things off now. Also, are we live on Facebook? Let me see, guys. We are live on Facebook. We already have some engagement right there. If you prefer watching us on Facebook, that's awesome. You can even watch us on both platforms, which is super cool. As always, don't forget to give us a like and share this live stream with your friends because they will benefit greatly from owning a power station along with solar panels. Okay, so let me say hi to It Is What It Is. Okay, Gleason from Brazil, Tyler, Kramer, Glenn again, Ryan, Joanna, Perry, Albert. Okay. Now, guys, you are very kind saying, hey, Bloody, and Tim, hey, Bloody, hey, Tim and Bloody family. Also, please join the giveaway. Join the giveaway here. It's pinned on the very top of the YouTube chat. All right. Blake is on Facebook. Hi, Blake. How's it going? All right. So, and join the giveaway by filling out the form. It's on the very top. Okay, Maggie, and what are the giveaways for today, starting with number one? 1,000 Bloody bucks. That's right, 1,000 Bloody bucks. Giveaway number two? 2,000. And number three? 3,000 Bloody bucks. Guys, we're giving away 1, 2, and 3,000 Bloody bucks, meaning that you can save a lot of money by using your Bloody bucks on a website to save even more when you purchase our power stations. Now, our first giveaway starts very soon, and we have our guest joining us even sooner. Okay, this guest is very special. He has been watching our live streams for 3 years since the day they started. He remembers how the company was changing, launching new products, and encountering new challenges and providing new solutions. He is also my fellow live streamer. He live streams 2 to 3 times a week. He does a very long live streams. We're talking about 3 to 4 hours, usually on Amazon, with an amazing team of, like-minded, creative and passionate live streamers and content creators, and he also is our big fan. These are not my words. Those are his words, and he's our big fan. And we also wanted to chat with him. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm keeping it a little bit of a secret, building some, tension right there. And actually, he is waiting for us right now on a Zoom call, so we can actually join and find out how using our products benefited him across different environments. So are you guys ready for the guest? And by the way, can you guess the guest, guys? Let's see if any of you can guess the guest. He is a very, very frequent visitor and frequent viewer on this live stream. Okay, guess who the guest is. Now, sounds like a cool guy. We see I would be very careful of running. Okay, correct, empowering. Yeah, okay. All right. So guys, can you guess the guest? Can you guess the guest? Come on, go ahead and guess the guest right now, okay? Before we begin actual call. All right. Let me also turn this one on real quick so you can see the screen and the buttons. All right. Now, someone says Jeff. Someone says Perry Albert. Okay. So Robert says it's not me. Okay, all right, cool. So let's see what is going on. All right, I got it. And all right, now Mile got it right. Mile got it right by saying it's Blake. That's right. Okay, Mr. Blake, aka Not Slim One, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. All right. So what are we having there in the background?
Oh, it's so many incredible things here. Can you see?
Of course, yes, of course. Now, what you guys can see there, let me know in the comments. Can you guess the products' names? All right, we have some backpacks, right? We have,
Yeah, we've got hands-free 1 over here, hands-free 2. We've got the batteries that correspond with them.
correct, yeah.
Hands-free 2 is such a huge 60-liter backpack.
Yeah.
I can't even fill it with all the things that I've got.
Correct, correct. All right, Blake, you gotta go louder. You gotta go louder.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can talk louder, no problem. I just didn't want to
All
talk
right.
about everybody's eardrums. How is this volume level?
Yeah, this volume level is appropriate for the excitement.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited, honestly. Please let me back up and scream a little bit louder.
Okay.
Express
All right, guys.
I love the Bluetti brand so much. We've got the hands-free 1 and the hands-free 2 here on the floor, and I made some presets, so I think I can press this button.
Yeah.
And then go down. So yeah, love these so much. The hands-free 2 is such a big backpack that it's really genuinely difficult for me to personally pack in. There's so much room in here.
Correct.
It's hard to fill it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Okay, Maggie, please turn the microphone to the highest so we can hear Blake as clear as we can. Is it to the highest?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's still pretty low. I can lean into my microphone.
Yeah, try leaning in. Right. So, Blake, let us know how you discovered Bluetti.
Oh, man, I discovered Bluetti, I think, right at the beginning of 2022. I was talking with some friends, and they were telling me that there was this really informative live stream, and we were just talking, like, nerding out about tech.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, go check out Bluetti. And I came through, and there was this really enticing host. He had glasses. He was young, and he was so easy to pay attention to. He's got such a great personality.
Okay.
And it was just easy to come back. The streams, they just kept getting better and better. Okay. More informative, more engaging. And it's just hard to stay away from Bluetti streams, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, but I trust you on that, guys. I promise it wasn't staged. We did have a call yesterday to just to make sure the sound and everything was okay. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Blake. So then when you discovered Bluetti, what was your first power station? Do you still remember?
The very first Bluetti power station that I obtained was the EB3A, and I was so ecstatic that I received it. It was so helpful, and then the first year that it was the only product that I had, I can hear my bees popping.
Right.
Yeah, I only had the EB3A and no solar panel, but it was the first portable power station that I ever had. And for the first maybe like 2 days, we were able to keep everybody's phones charged, which was, you know, so easy to just plug it in to the EB3A when you turn it on. But because we used all the battery and didn't have access to power, the EB3A actually became a helpful social tool to meet some new friends that did have access to power so that we could recharge the EB3A and keep going in the time that we didn't have solar. And those people have become great friends that we see every year when we go on the same vacation every year. So that's incredible. EB3A literally helped me make lifelong friends. And since that time, you know, I have these things now, so I've been able to upgrade solar panels. I get to be a little more independent with my portable power. But that is one incredible memory to have from Blue Eddy for sure.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Absolutely. This is an incredible story. And now, how many power stations do you own, and where do you take them, or maybe you keep them home?
Well, let's see. Do expansions count as power stations? I think so. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Right.
Got 10 Blue Eddy stations that I'm showing here on screen, and then,
Yeah.
of course, being a product viewer, I have some other competitor branded batteries, but not many. Probably not even 5 more. So
Yeah.
I'm really all in with Blue Eddy. You know, it's the most incredible, reputable company for me.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah. We're trying to make great products. Because people are gonna use them for a long time. So, all right. So, what are your best memories? Related to using Blue Yeti power stations. How are they game changers for you?
Well, not only with the story that I shared a moment ago about
Yeah.
making new friends in real life with the EB3A, but since I've obtained the AC200L and some B300 expansions for it, I've been able to peak shave for power in my home, which has been an incredible advantage to save money.
Yeah.
I got an electric bill, and I wanted to say literally
Mm-hmm.
my on-peak power pricing and my mid-peak power pricing runs from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m.
Right.
daily,
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
except for weekends and
Mm-hmm.
holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And on-peak power has a rating of 15.8 cents per kilowatt hour. And off-peak pricing is 7.6 cents. So just a little bit less than half, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about half price for off-peak pricing. And this is incredible because saving 50% of my bill through the day, obviously it's a no-brainer. That's incredible savings. And I've cut my electric bill almost in half. When it's the winter time or summertime, I'm using more grid power for AC or heat
Yeah.
because they are hardwired into the house. I don't have the home integration yet. That's the future for me here. But again, I say with AC200L, pardon me, with AC200L and the two B300 batteries, I've got almost 8 kilowatt hours of capacity. And this will run everything that I have plugged into it,
Right.
which is my entertainment center in the living room, my kitchen, which is my refrigerator, my microwave, and my toaster mainly, and all of the lights and all of my computer setup for streaming here in the studio all runs off of Blue Eddy batteries. And then from 7 at night, we just start charging the battery, and everything is charging at a much cheaper, affordable rate than peak pricing.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have some questions. We have some
And I
questions.
can only thank Blue Eddy for that.
Yeah, no, it's all you. It's all you. And yeah, people are actually like a little bit suspicious. They ask, "What is your electric bill again?" What is your electric bill again? Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. My mic was off. Sorry.
Okay, I
Ye-
wondered what was going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah. So people were wondering, what was your electric bill again?
It says that my on-peak pricing is 15.8 Canadian cents per kilowatt, and my off-peak pricing is 7.6 cents.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So it's like that scene from the movie The Wolf of the Wall Street. Show me your bill, and I quit and I work for you. So like the same. Show me the bill, and I'll do the same what you did. So what should people do? What should people do if they want to achieve the same results?
I think that the investment in portable power stations is absolutely a consideration that is paramount for everybody that's watching the live stream. If you haven't purchased a Blue Eddy portable power station yet, like obviously you should be. And then also, if you're nervous about jumping into it, EB3A is probably under $200 today. The AC2A is also an excellent option to get your feet wet. And that's got to probably be under $150 today, I would bet. It's prime deals on Amazon right now, and there are some significant savings. I also know that the lowest I've ever seen is Bluetti Charger 1. I think on prime deals right now, it's $200.
Yeah.
And generally, the lowest I've ever seen it is $250.
Right.
So really, really incredible deals on portable power stations. And yeah, going back to what I was saying a moment ago.
Yeah.
I think if you're not owning one and you're nervous about getting one, let this person here that you can hear speaking encourage you to consider breaking on through. It's absolutely important. With quick UPS response times, generally 20 milliseconds or less.
Yeah.
You can use these to back up your router and your modem if you have a power outage and you just need some crucial communication.
Right.
That's really important. If you need to scale up much larger, AC200L is great, not only to act as a form of home backup, but also because it is so portable, you can take it with you camping, for example, in your RV, or really just load it in the back of your truck if you're camping in a tent. There's truly no limits with Bluetti.
Correct. You can always expand. You can always get more. What do you think the number one thing that stops people from making the first step and just buying the power station? What do you think? What do you see your friends maybe struggling? Because I'm sure you share all this excitement. You can't keep it. You can't keep it to yourself all the time. So you tell people, and people probably sometimes respond a little bit pessimistically. Maybe come up with excuses that they came up with. What do they say normally?
I think common reasons that I get for people to not really want to pull the trigger and make a purchase for a portable power station. Common reasons that I get from friends are price points, despite the extreme affordability.
Right.
Also, some people say, well, I just don't need to use a power generator that many times. I only use a power generator for this. And then I have to remind them, maybe you only use a generator for this camping example that you're sharing with me. But with Bluetti portable power stations, they don't give off noxious fumes and they're not poisonous to use indoors. So it's really like, if you just think that you would only use the generator outdoors, you're missing the bigger picture, because you will find other reasons to utilize your power station for sure.
Absolutely.
I think that's a big one. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
Or they don't consider it.
Yes, for sure. Because it's like we don't want to think about, bad times when a power outage comes. It's like we outlive it, and then we just hope it never happens again before it happens again. So, yeah, totally. All right, Blake, you know what? It's time for the giveaway. Let's do it together, shall we?
Oh, sweet. Yes.
Yeah. So, guys, the first giveaway is 1,000 Bluetti bucks. So, Maggie, let's show everybody the wheel of names. How many people do we have now?
It's getting more.
More and more.
70.
70. Okay, that's very good. All right, guys. So, you guys are ready for the giveaway or what? Let's do a 10-second countdown together with Blake. Blake, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. 10.
10.
9.
9.
8.
I'm going with you. 8, 7.
Okay. 6.
6.
No. 5.
5.
Okay. 4.
4.
3.
3.
2.
2.
1.
1.
Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
I thought my team was bad at countdown. Yeah. All right. Hey, let's see who wins. Woo! Who's that? Stuart Frost. Stuart Frost, congratulations. Congratulations, Stuart. Congratulations. Awesome. All right, so that's our first winner, and we have one more. So, Blake, I'll give this countdown to you entirely, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Now?
Yeah, get ready for it, and
Okay, here we go.
yeah, let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 5. Come on,
5,
together. 4, 3,
3,
2, 1. Let's go. Okay. All
Good
right.
luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck, everyone. Let's see who wins. Okay. Almost Blake. Northman, congratulations. I guess it's another Northman.
Congratulations,
Yeah. Blake says, but I am Northman, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Right. Okay, congratulations. So yeah,
so close. So
yes,
close.
so we were talking about the price, right? And I agree on that. For people who are new, they are tempted to say, "Oh, the price is too high." The reason why is because they compare it with gas generators. Usually gas generators are cheaper, right? But guys, those are
Yes.
like totally different. So, like, did you use a gas generator before you learned about Blue Yeti?
Of course,
Uh-huh.
I do a lot of camping, and my camping involves a lot of music festivals. And
Okay.
a few years ago, like maybe in 2019, I had this massive industrial 4,500 watt gas generator, and it was not designed with camping in mind. It was designed for work on a work site. And this thing was so loud, but it was the only option I had. And I used to take it places. And this one year, it was so loud and obnoxious that a person came to my camper and knocked on the door and was like, "Can you turn your generator off?"
Uh-huh.
And like we were at like a loud music festival where
Yeah.
everybody was making a ton of noise. This thing was droning all of that out, you know?
Yeah.
And I felt so embarrassed, Tim. I'm telling you that when I came home from that show, I put that gas generator as far back in the garage as I could, and I never looked at it again. And for a few years until I became involved with Blue Yeti, I didn't have any options for power. I just went powerless, and I just suffered because, yeah, I see you smiling in the live stream.
Suffered in silence.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man. Yeah, it was crazy. So I still keep the gas generator. I think if there was, I think it's always good to have options, of course. And, I haven't used that generator in a few years. So I don't know. Maybe it's gone bad. Maybe it's time to
Maybe.
just get rid of it.
Yeah, because generators are high maintenance. Right.
Yeah, for sure. I should sell the generator to somebody who doesn't understand batteries and buy some solar panels.
Yeah, you should profit from their ignorance.
Yes.
Well, some brands, they actually sell gas generators. I won't name names because I'm very respectful to everyone, but like some, and you don't name names too because you may know, but yeah, because some power station brands, they like low key actually selling gas generators secretly.
Yeah.
Not secretly, they just don't advertise it. I want to hear.
You can easily go to the product page, but
Yeah.
you don't hear them talk
Yeah.
a lot about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because and I have some, secret data, and people just buy it. People just buy it. Like I've never seen you guys advertise it. Yeah, people will just buy it. We don't have to advertise that. So so this is the best memories, right? As far as a gas generator is concerned.
Yeah, there's so many more stories that I could share with you, that like detail meeting new people because of portable power stations,
Yeah.
being at these high populated festivals. People are always like, "Oh, I see you've got like 400 watts of solar panel out there.
Yeah.
Can I charge my phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. I've got infinity power here. Let me help you." And then we hang out and we make new friends, and then it's incredible. It's really, truly incredible. The amount of
Really?
new people that I've met because
Wow.
of Blue Yeti.
Wow, it's awesome. When we were in Vegas, some people recognized our brand. They came up to our friend Martin, and he was like, oh, I see you wear a Blue Yeti shirt. Do you work for Blue Yeti? It's like, yeah. And hey, tell us the story where that person was charging their phone. It sounds cool because, like, I feel like having a power station is like it's not like having a dog, right? You walking a dog and everyone's like, oh, it's so cute. So tell us the story about when the person came to charge the phone, or maybe another story that you want to tell.
Another story that I'd like to tell actually is not my story, but I think it's more your story. And this is a memory that I have from all of the social media shared from CES earlier this year. And it's correct, right? When I say that there was some type of power outage in the area that you were at, but Bluetti was able to help power a lot of the stations there, a lot of the setups there, the showcases, and also powered the DJ with
Oh,
a
yeah,
Bluetti
yeah,
battery
yeah.
at CES.
Yeah. It was actually,
So it's
yeah.
Bluetti portable power stations, not just practical, but you can use them for literally anything. You can have a party when there's a power outage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Not to brag, but it was my idea to give it to the DJ. I was like, yo, we gotta give it. I didn't say anything. I just took it, put it on the DJ's like desk setup that he had, and he was like, what's that? Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, just plug all of your equipment in here. And at the end of the day, he told me like, dude, it lasted the whole day. I'm like, yeah, it did. And yeah, it's so cool. Like so many people don't know about it, like at all. So we should, spread the info with people who need it. Do you have any friends or family who are also using power stations?
All of my friends and family that are using power stations are using my power stations.
Okay.
Oh, look, I didn't realize this sweet kitty was sleeping on the table.
Yeah, it's so cute.
As the cliche goes in life, what is better than having a boat? Having a friend who has a boat,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, I was about to say having two boats, but okay.
Two boats. Having a friend who has a boat, and then you can use their boat, and you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about all of the maintenance and everything. So,
True.
my friends and family, when they need these excellent products, I'm so happy to share them with them.
Yeah. How did it benefit their life? Their lives, the cat.
Well, I just gave.
Hold on, Blake. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's that quiet. a cat can sleep. A cat can sleep next to it. It's that quiet.
That's right. Esmeralda. I think it's the girl.
Yeah.
Might be the sweet boy.
Sorry, Blake. I interrupted you. Go ahead. How did it benefit their lives?
Lending portable power stations to my friends benefits their lives because it saves them money as well, not having to necessarily make the investment, right?
Yeah.
In a portable power station. And, the generosity strengthens social bonds again with friends. I really can't get over how much of an unexpected byproduct of strengthening relationships and generating new ones. I really didn't have anything scripted to speak about tonight.
No, me neither.
A guest on this show.
Yeah.
But as I'm just thinking freely, those are really, really interesting thoughts. So many new friends, so many good bonds. Everybody's like, "Oh, thanks, man. You're so nice. If you need help with anything, let me know."
Awesome.
Well, friendship isn't transactional.
Yeah.
It definitely is favorable for benefits in the future.
Yeah. Andrew on Facebook says, a friend who has a power station is like a friend that owns a truck.
Exactly right. Yeah, same thing. I agree.
Yeah. I definitely can relate. Even when we were like at all of those like exhibitions, people just came to us. They're like they were asking to borrow money. They were like, "Can I charge my phone?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And like people just stayed, head out with us at our booth for like half an hour, had their phone charged, and like just like thanks. We made their day better.
Well, is it also true that at some of the other portable power station competitors that were set up at CES, they didn't even have active power stations in their showcase? They just had like units that didn't function?
Well, it could be true. It could be true. It's because like it's easy to transport them and everything. So yeah, but we want to actually show
No
people.
excuses. It's CES, baby. We gotta be
We gotta
Doing
be
it.
real.
This is the time.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. This is the time. All right, let's see, let's see.
I've been the guy with a battery a few times.
Oh,
Says
yeah, yeah,
waveform science. My friend on the internet messaged me and was like, "Oh, I think I need to rent a Bluetti." I'm like, "You can rent Bluettis? Where do you do that?" And they were like, "Oh, I don't know." And I took a picture of all of these things and sent it, and they were like, "Oh, I forgot you're the Bluetti guy." I was like, "Yeah, that's right."
yeah. You're talking to him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for
What do you
sure.
need?
You know, one part of my family is in Ukraine. They're using power stations like every day, and yet they tell me we hope we don't use them. You know what it implies? We hope we don't have like power outages anymore. So they just hope they don't use them. But it's true. Like my sister tells me, you know, she's so grateful. She didn't know those things existed, and she's like every time because she's baking cakes. She sells cakes, and you know she relies heavily on refrigeration. So you know if the fridge is out, like all the cakes melt and everything. So it literally supported her small business. And we have more stories like this across the world, right? And stories of people who had the power station purchased and it broke. They overwhelmed the internet because, of course, negative comments, you know, always prevail. But and those things happen. I don't want to say it would never happen ever again. Or, of course, those are electronics, right? This is why you guys want to have a brand behind it, right? So you have a warranty, you have the name. Otherwise, you're really on your own. Electronics, they will malfunction, they will break. It's not common. We try to make it as, you know, rare as possible, but in this case you want to have a brand who stands behind. And like, did you have any negative experience with your power stations?
You know, I've had the only negative experience that I've had is just stubbornness from my part. And then once I just did the proper steps, things weren't problematic.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes people just like don't know. Sometimes people would email us and say it doesn't work, and we just go ahead and we just say, yeah, yeah, turn AC on. Please turn AC on. People don't know and they panic. Like turn, you know, alternating current on. People would panic. People don't know how to use it. But it's okay. I think more and more people are, you know, are starting to realize how to make their lives better. And Blake, what do you think is the future for portable power and for Bluetti? What do you think? What should we explore and where should we go?
What do I think should be the
Yeah,
future for
sure,
Bluetti?
sure. And I'm also interested in everybody else's
Such a
comments.
loaded question. There's
Yeah.
so many thoughts I've had for so many years. I think the future of Bluetti is bright. Bluetti is definitely an industry leader in portable power stations. And I see that there's a lot of like competitors that kind of dip their toes into other products to see how they might work. And then it might be an unpopular product that they instantly stop supporting within less than a year. And it prevents people from, I think, trusting those brands, making $1,000 plus investments in products that are designed to be utilized for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
So Bluetti's not really doing that. Bluetti really just kind of put out the what is the product I want to say? They put out the multi-cooler. They put out the multi-cooler, and Bluetti swapped solar and the AC180T, which takes two B70 batteries. I would like to see the future of Bluetti put a little bit more into the swap solar environment and utilize the B70 in more products that it would be appropriate for.
Yeah.
And also, I see that in 2025, it's been limited releases of products, but it's all upgraded Elite series. So I'm excited to see the future of the AC200L. Okay. And what will be the next iteration of that? It's not the Elite 200 V2 because of the Elite 200 V2's lack of expansion and NEMA TT30 port.
Right.
So there's a lot that Bluetti is doing now that is great, and I know that they have plans that I don't know about that are going to be shocking to everybody. I love that they took the feedback from CES about the limited solar input. I believe that Bluetti took feedback
Yes,
from the
we
community
did.
from
We did.
CES presentation
Right.
and developed Solar X 4K because
Yeah.
it wasn't announced at CES.
Right, Blake,
And it's a
I'm sorry.
really
We
big-
have less than a minute left on the Zoom meeting. Thank you so much
I'm
for
so
joining.
sorry. I love Bluetti.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Excuse me.
Go check out Dragon Bloggers on Amazon. Okay. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake. We hope to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Tim, and thank you, everybody. And
Yeah.
shout out to Dragon Blogger as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. You say bye-bye to Blake. All right. Awesome. What a nice interview. And thank you to Maggie for saving the sound. She came up with a way to mute one laptop and turn another one on. And this is how we had a better sound. Shout out to Apple for providing a better sound. shout out to my boy Tim Cook for providing a better sound. Okay. All right, guys. That's too fun and too funny. Oh my god. All right. It's time for the giveaway, I guess. All right. We're just hijacking our dopamine. It's a giveaway after a giveaway. All right. Yeah. You're right, Andrew. You have to sign up every live, but not every time. So just once per live stream. Because it's different, and people obviously different people, right, are watching. So, okay. All right. So let's go ahead and check how many people do we have on the wheel out of curiosity. 86. Okay, guys, what does it sound like? I think we're about to find it out. I was very nervous, and I probably was a very bad interviewer. I probably talked more than I had to. But hey, guys, I'm no Andrew Huberman, no Joe Rogan. So, I'm getting there. Okay, so let's do a 10-second countdown for 2,000 Bluetti Bucks giveaway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. All right. David Jones, congratulations. David Jones, congratulations. Okay, guys. All right, so that's David. David won the 2,000 Bluetti Bucks. All right, awesome. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel one more time for the second winner of the 2,000 Bluetti Bucks. You guys are ready? Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's see who wins. And Bud DY. Okay, Bud DY, congratulations. All right, congratulations. You just won 2,000 Bluetti Bucks. All right, guys, now we got to talk about the prices because they're awesome. So, first of all, you are now enjoying the Prime Day deals, but also we have our own extra discount code, which is applicable for all of our power stations. And it's exclusive to the live stream. So it's right there, Bluetti Live 5 for extra 5% off, okay? Just enter it at a checkout, all right? So you have Bluetti Bucks, you can use them if you have any, and then you can also add an extra code on top of that. And this is all in addition to already super discounted prices, okay? So that's really cool. Now let's talk about our newest products that you probably didn't know. All right, let me read some comments first. President says, I own 11 power stations. I'm addicted, but I'm really fighting the urge to not buy an Elite 100. I feel like a hero here with all the temptation. 11 power stations. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Let's see. And also, you mentioned earlier that you said greetings from Ireland. Do you live in Ireland? That's interesting. So let's see what we have here. Elite 100 V2. I'll do my best not to advertise it too well. So if you have 11 power stations, you don't buy it. But yeah, let's see what's different. So I like looking at it in comparison with the AC70. All right, so we showed it yesterday. Let's just say they're the same size. If you want to be specific, this one is tiny bit bigger, but I would just say they're the same size. If we look from this perspective, also the same size, kind of, right? Pretty much the same. The difference is that both of them are power stations, right? What is the difference? So the difference is the generation, right? Generational gap here. So if we look at this one, right here, okay, we have AC70. It's called AC70. This one is Elite 100 V2. Same size, but how are they different? Number one, battery capacity. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see it better. Okay. All right. So on AC70, the battery capacity is 768 watt hours, and here the battery capacity is 1024 watt hours. Zoom out a little bit. It's too close. Yeah. Okay, good. Perfect. So one more time. 768 compared to 1024. Okay. So this is 1, 2. All right. So 1, 0. This power station wins 1 point. Next, we have our maximum output. So here's 1000 watts. Okay, that's okay. That's very high for such a small power station. 1000 watts. This one is 1800 watts. Right, so almost double. Again, 1 more point. 2-0. Now, once again, another difference. Here on AC70, we have how many wall outlets? We have 2, right? 1 and 2. Now, here on this one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 wall outlets. So that's twice the amount of wall outlets. That's another point. All right. Another one, solar input. But look here, it's 500 watts, right? 500 watts right here. Here it's 1000 watts. 1000 watts. Looks the same, but it's 1000 watts. You can get 1000 watts in. So again, 1 more point. Another one, it's not the end. On AC70, we have 2 USB-C ports, 100 watts, but here we have 140 watts and 100 watts, okay? All right. Another one, we have USB-A ports at 12 watts. Here USB-A ports at 15 watts. And on top of that, we even have 2 DC 5521 barrel connectors. So, and that is all with the same size, right? So, let's see. I haven't been a Bladdy customer since last year. I have an AC70, this one, due to the high cost of shipping to Guatemala. I could not buy the AC200. But how good that now there is the Elite 200 V2. I'm about to buy it with that excellent discount on Prime Day. Yeah, for sure. Now, just a word of caution. If you are planning to connect more batteries to that power station, make sure the power station is expendable. So if you want to later connect more batteries, so it has more battery capacity, so you can run your devices longer, make sure you buy an expendable power station. Now, Elite 200 V2 is not expendable. AC200L is expendable. That is not to say that if you think that, the initial battery capacity is enough, you just go ahead and buy a Elite 200 V2, even though it's not expendable. Right. So, guys, speaking of the price of the Elite 100 V2, it's now only $379 with the code BLADYLIFE5 for extra 5% off. The final price is $379, and it expires in 2 days. Okay, what else do we have? So thank you AC70 for providing us some comparison. And what other deals do we have? We have a deal for Elite 200 V2. Remember to also use the code BlueYetiLife5. It's on the top and a checkout for extra 5% off. And Maggie, what is the price right now on Prime Day for the Elite 200 V2? I know that the original price was, I think it was under $2,000. But now, what is the price now for the Elite 200 V2? Yeah, with our code, yes. $854, guys. $854 with the code BlueYetiLife5. Okay. So let's see what is going on in the comments. According to the specs on Amazon, the Elite 100 is only 2.5 pounds heavier than the AC70. Yeah, for sure. Okay, the batteries, I'm looking this way because I'm looking at the comments. The batteries and power station in Arizona are okay even at 91 degrees because they are not in direct sunlight and they are in constant use. The batteries are also B300S batteries, right? No worries, guys. I'm sorry if I can't speak Spanish. Yeah, so price is a biggie. Yeah, to be fair, in some places, like, actually, let's be honest, in America, it's the best price, all right, usually. So in Canada, it's usually the same, but in Europe, they tend to be slightly more expensive. But that is not to say that if you're in Europe, don't buy American power stations because they are made for American systems. Like voltage is different, wall outlets are different. Believe it or not, some people did it. Some people like organized like some shady schemes with transporting power stations from America to like Europe, but it's for nothing because they're different. The wall outlets look different. In Europe, it's arguably better. We have 220 volts by default. I say we because I'm originally from Europe. So I'm also nearly done with preliminary testing for Elite 100. For Elite 100 says wait some science. So I think new video is about to come out soon, huh? Blue Yeti website, the Elite 200 V2 is $699. Okay, right. So what was the price?
It's getting lower. It's 699.
It's good as long as we didn't name the low price. That's fine. So $699, right?
And with our code, it's 664.
664 without code. 600, yeah. So 699, and now with the code BlueYetiLife5, it's 664. Guys, that sounds like a good deal. I'm gonna tell you that. Okay, our number one fan, Kramer. Whoa, the 200 V2. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Yeah, guys, the prices are so good. If you haven't bought a power station yet, it's your chance right now. It's a good option for people looking to add more solar to anything that uses a B300 or B300K battery, right? So, guys, don't forget to give us a like as we are about to start our third giveaway of 3,000 Blue Yeti bucks. Okay? And please write this code down, BlueYetiLife5. And also, I have good news for you. We have our next live stream this Friday. Okay, I think it's going to be this Friday, but it's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Amazon. Okay, Blue Yeti Amazon this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, PDT. It may be different for your time zone. So on Amazon Prime Day also. Okay, let's see what is going on. I'm going to take 200 V2 with me on vacation this year instead of 200L. I think it will be okay. Yes. Okay, 1 minute before the final giveaway, guys. Get ready. Okay, now, Elma says, right now, Blue Yeti Elite 200 V2 is at $699 for Prime Day. It's amazing. It is amazing. But hey, Elma, you know what is even more amazing? If you use our code BlueYetiLife5, you will get 5% off on top of that deal. And Elite 100 V2 is a 100 V2 is only $379. How cool is that? So all we have to do really is just to decide whether you need a bigger power station, a small power station, and grab it before the deals expire in 2 days, because they do expire in 2 days. The code expires in 2 days, at least for 100 for 1100 V2. Yeah, I think we only have 2 days to go. So get ready for the final giveaway. If you haven't filled out the form yet, please fill it out. It's on the very top of the YouTube comments, and it's also on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we already.
Okay, it's also pinned on Facebook. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 6 seconds before the final giveaway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready. Get ready to win 3,000 Blue Yeti bucks. Okay, wow, how many people do we have on the wheel of names?
98.
98. Where did the 2 guys go? All right, so, yeah, okay, all right, cool. So let's do a 10-second countdown all together. You guys are ready?
JY is here.
JY is here as well. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Let's see who wins 3,000 Blue Yeti bucks. Okay, and the winner is SJ Bender. SJ Bender. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations, SJ. And we have one more winner. One more winner to join. Okay, let's go for a 10-second countdown all together. I want to say thank you to everyone who has joined today's live stream. We have one more giveaway. Hold on, don't go away. I want to say thank you to everyone who's joined today's live stream. Blake, NotSlim1, for being on a call with us, okay, who absolutely made this show today, all right? Of course, Maggie behind the scenes, who's multitasking, all right? Sometimes she can't control herself. So let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. And Josh for moderating the chat, okay, as well as Teacher Wong. Jackie, is that the English name? Jackie? No? Okay, Jackie. Jackie and DJ, JY. Congratulations. Okay. Colin McLean. Congratulations, Colin McLean. Okay, congratulations. You just won 3,000 Blue Yeti bucks. Dear winners, remember to email us at livestream@blueyeti.com. That's right. Email us at livestream@blueyeti.com and send us your Blue Yeti bucks account. Just email, no password required. If you don't have a Blue Yeti account yet, don't worry. Just email us and we'll tell you how to register one. That's it. I'll see you guys this Friday on Amazon Blue Yeti. It's going to be this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Take care and thank you for choosing Blue Yeti. Bye-bye.